James Cameron's Avatar is the highest grossing movie of all time. It made around $2.84 billion, and to this day, no one's done better. After almost 13 years, its sequel is set to come out this year. Despite the original movie's popularity, many believe that this isn't going to be nearly as successful and is arriving a little too late. But is that really true? Let's find out. First up, Avatar 2 and its many detractors. Avatar, The Way of Water, is getting released in December this year, and this should technically be a huge moment in pop culture. But judging by social media, no one seems to care. There's seemingly no anticipation for the film, no wild theories that have fans scratching their heads, no Twitter accounts counting the days to the release, and simply put, there's no hype. So why is a sequel to the biggest movie of all time getting such a muted response from netizens? Well, many argue that the reason the first Avatar was so huge was, at the time, people were starting to become increasingly interested in 3D, and James Cameron capitalized on this. Avatar, if nothing else, was a visual masterpiece, and it made perfect use of the new format. People flocked to theaters to see what the experience was like, and most of them were not disappointed. This futuristic film about the inhabitants of planet Pandora was so highly anticipated that theaters actually installed extra 3D facilities just to show it. Of course, it became the highest grossing movie of all time. People watched it not just for the story, but also to experience the new format. In fact, for many, this was the first time they actually watched a movie in 3D. However, the sad truth is that no one really likes 3D anymore. After so many films have used the format carelessly, most people actually believe that it ruins the experience of watching something in the cinema. On top of that, a lot of people have pointed out that this sequel is arriving 13 years after the original. That's a long time. Fans have moved on. No one cares about Pandora anymore, right? Next, we have the reception to Avatar 2's trailer. The trailer for Avatar, The Way of Water, dropped in May, and guess what? It looks like people are still interested. According to Hollywood Reporter, the promo was viewed 148.6 million times on its first day of release. To put that into context, that's more than the trailers for the recent Star Wars movies, The Incredibles 2, and even Black Widow got. This suggests that the film's many naysayers may be in for a rude awakening. No one knows how many viewers will actually turn up to watch the movie, but this is a huge sign that people still care. The film's detractors may have underestimated the raw power of the original. After all, after the first film was released, there were fans who claimed that they were depressed and suicidal about not being able to experience the many wonders of Pandora in real life. Others were seriously down because they'd never get to fall in love with the beautiful 12-foot tall forest elves. Seriously, we're not making this up. Fans took this world very seriously. Many have accused James Cameron of borrowing themes from other movies, but that doesn't change the fact that he created a world that had a deep and profound emotional impact on people. Has anyone ever experienced existential dread about not living on planet Vegeta, Tatooine, or Thor's Asgard? The answer is no. Avatar 2's naysayers are ignoring how important the original was to many people, and the response to this trailer has proven that the franchise still has a lot of fans. Who knows, maybe Cameron's dream of making 20 more Avatar movies over the next 400 years might not be so far-fetched after all. Maybe people will still be waiting for the next Avatar movie in 2400. That is, if the human race still exists. Seriously guys, start taking a bus to work and stop using plastic straws. Like DiCaprio said in his Oscar speech, climate change is real, it's happening right now, and it's the most immediate threat facing our planet. Go green. And now, the sequel coming so late might be a good thing. Hear us out. If you use Twitter or Reddit, you've definitely seen many pretentious turds complaining that there are just too many Marvel movies. There are too many Star Wars movies. There are too many Tom Cruise action movies. And you know what? Well, no one likes these people. They may have a point. A new superhero movie or TV series is announced literally every day. Fans are finally getting superhero fatigue and even Tom Cruise fatigue. Seriously, the dude is almost 60 years old. How has Hollywood not been able to find an action hero of his caliber yet? He's still better than just about everyone. Shame on you, Michael B. Jordan. Okay, we might be going off topic. What we're saying is that Avatar fans have waited for over a decade to see the next installment in the series. When it does come, people won't be complaining about Pandora's fatigue. Instead, they're going to be fascinated by this beautiful and immersive world once again. What the first film in the series did so well was creating a cinematic experience that allowed people to escape from their mundane and monotonous daily lives. This new film will be aiming to do exactly that once again, but it's not an easy challenge. Then again, James Cameron isn't your average director. People are definitely underestimating him. This is the same dude who gave us Aliens, Titanic, and The Terminator. He's a true perfectionist, and if he's been taking this long to cook up this sequel, it's sure to be a spectacle. Come December, we'll all once again be back on Pandora, and who knows, Maybe the wonderful world still has some magic left in it. We cannot wait. And that's all about James Cameron's Avatar 2 potentially silencing the naysayers. Now it's time to move on to some more related news. Next, in other related news, Avatar will return to theaters before the sequel. To prepare people for Avatar 2 and introduce a new generation to Jake Sully, Neytiri, and co., Disney will re-release the original Avatar movie on September 23rd, complete with improved sound and special effects. This new special edition is designed to remind fans of the groundbreaking film's dreamlike vibe and fascinating characters. It's supposed to build up hype for the sequel, and we gotta say, it's a fantastic idea. Well, you can obviously stream Avatar at home. This film was a true cinematic experience. You can't truly enjoy it if you don't watch it on the big screen. You just can't. Disney's decision to bring it back to theaters is pretty smart. Many will watch it to feel nostalgic, many will watch it to remind themselves of Pandora, and many will run to theaters to get introduced to the world for the first time. Get ready, people. The last few months of 2022 may just belong to James Cameron. And now, John Landau explains what so many movies get wrong with 3D. Avatar 2 producer John Landau recently spoke to The Hollywood Reporter about the 3D experience and how many movies have misused the format. According to Landau, 3D is better used when it's treated like a creative element. What many filmmakers have done is that they've made the movie first and then later converted it into 3D. Using it as an afterthought has led to a worse experience for moviegoers, leading to so many of them being soured on the format. Landau explained that a filmmaker needs to bring a sensibility of how to use it to enhance the narrative storytelling, instead of believing that it'll somehow magically make your movie better. With the release of Avatar 2, many seem to believe that the 3D format might get a new life. Let's see what happens. Finally, Zoe Saldana reveals Avatar 2 left her in tears. Hollywood megastar Zoe Saldana will reprise her beloved character of Neytiri in the upcoming sequels of Avatar. Zoe recently spoke to People magazine about the upcoming movie, and let's just say her interview was pretty promising. She said that she was able to see 20 minutes of Avatar 2 at the end of last year, and the footage moved her to tears. She claimed that James Cameron has a heart of gold and that he uses his films as an outlet for his emotions. We know, Zoe, we know. We are still not over Jack and Rose. She also talked about the technical aspects of filming some of the movie underwater, and said that after years and years, Cameron finally cracked the code. She revealed that the end result is powerful and even more compelling than the first film. Lastly, the 43-year-old actress told fans they'll have to brace themselves for the movie because it's going to be an adventure they'll never forget. We really hope Zoe is right and this film is as good as she clearly thinks it is. Fingers crossed. That's a wrap for this video. So, what are your thoughts? Will Avatar: The Way of Water be as successful as its predecessor? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.